Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to get a little bit sentimental. What I think I am. And the reason why I'm talking to you about this is because I was going through my stash of quilts. So every so often I will give the shelving a little bit tidy because I have to rummage through them for whatever reason. And I came across this quilt here. Now some of you may have seen this before. I have briefly mentioned it and briefly just shown a little snip of it, but I've never really gone into the details of this quilt. This quilt is my very first quilt, and I mean my very first quilt in reference to making it, in reference to choosing the actual fabrics and actually stitching it. So in today's video, I'm going to get a little bit sentimental with you, and I'm going to hopefully inspire you that if you are just starting to make your very first quilt, there's a few things I want to tell you not to expect. And hopefully by me telling you this, you are going to be more inspired to continue yours, because when you look back and having that sentimental moment like I am now, you're going to be very proud of yourself. So let's get honest. And before I go through my reasons for being sentimental, I want you to tell me your first quilt in the description box down below. When you look at it, how it actually makes you feel. And I'm going to share that with you today. So let's dive into being real honest about your first quilt. Now, this is a very beginner quilt. It is just made of squares. It is very wonky. There is as easy as it is looking at it right now, the seams don't match, the stitching is horrible, but one thing about this quilt is that it is very soft. I used polyester fabrics for this, and I use a very bright green, as you can see, and I also use Christmas fabric. When I made this quilt, I had no idea, or I didn't even think about contrast. Well, I probably did, because in hindsight, looking at it now, I can see that there's little green stars in this Christmas pattern here, and that was probably the reason why I used this green polyester print. I also went in and used a different green that has nothing to do with Christmas, and I actually made this at Christmas time. So my first quilt was at Christmas time when I decided I want to make a quilt. Never thought that I would actually become a quilter, but it was a challenge that I wanted to achieve. I saw people making them and I wanted to have a go. And as I said, there are lots of mistakes on this, especially the quilting. So let's have a close-up, and I'm going to show you every single mistake. Now don't judge me. As I said, I am being sentimental. And when I found it, I actually put it around me because I was feeling a little bit cold. And I literally, this is so amazing, I literally fell asleep. Now I was really exhausted, I was really tired, and I just needed to take a break. And so when I found this quilt, because I have never used it, as God is my witness, I have never used it. It is still brand new. And life is just so strange. And when I decided was to take it down because I was feeling tired, my feet was hurting, my body was a bit achy, and I haven't been sleeping straight properly for two or three nights. And so I think my body was saying, Karen, have a break. So I grabbed this, went on the sofa in this same room that you see behind me here, and within an instant I fell asleep. And I was cold as well. Outside was warm, but I was cold. And I fell asleep, and it cuddled me so much. But I want to show you how horrible it is when it comes to the piecing and the quilting as well. Let's dive into it. Let's go have a look. Let's talk about the fact that the fabric at the back is see-through. Look how thin it is. It literally is. Now, first of all, or second I should say, let's look at all the nips and tucks. So first of all, look, You see all of those mistakes. Look at them. This is what a first quilt is all about. It's not about that shiny quilt you're going to see that's all perfected. Look at all the slip stitches, the knots from the bobbin. So many, so many of negatives on this quilt. And it doesn't stop, it just keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going. Look at that huge one there. Look at the line, it's all wonky, that stitch line. So many mistakes. I'm not afraid to show this to you because, as I said, I am being sentimental, because even though there are so many mistakes on it, it still does what it's supposed to do. It still gives you warmth, it still gives you protection, it still covers you when you need something over you to give you that support. It still does the job. Now, let's turn it at the front, and I want you to see the pattern. And you're saying to yourself, what pattern? Correct, there isn't one. It is just squares. Yes, I had a thought, but I'm not sure that I actually executed it very well because it makes no sense at all. At least not to me, possibly to you. That's it in its entirety. Just very odd. I use half square triangles in some areas, and I think it was just 10-inch squares. But let's go in again and see those mistakes in the quilting. Look at that. This is my very first quilt I quilted. Can you see all those mistakes? And this is why I am saying to myself, being sentimental, yes, it was hard work. Yes, it was frustrating. And yes, I know at that time it wasn't beautiful. But it is to me now. It really is. And because I now realize that making your first quilt will give you lots of problems, will make you be frustrated. You will get really horrible wonky stitching, lots of nips and tucks on the actual fabric. But be proud of yourself, because it's where you started and where you end. It's not going to be something that you're displeased with. You are going to be very proud of yourself. So this is my first quilt. So today I'm going to write a letter to my past self. And I hope that when I write this letter, you take heed of the things that I'm actually going to say. So first thing I'm going to say is certain things that is going to, hopefully, as a new quilter or someone making a quilt for the first time, don't worry about the fabrics you choose. Don't worry about it. If you really want to try something and you really want to make this quilt, just go for it. There is nothing wrong with choosing polyester fabrics. Really, there isn't. There is no right or wrong. You will hear people tell you you've got to choose cotton fabrics, you got to choose quilting cotton. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay? Perfection is not about quilting. And it is a long race. It took me ages to actually make this first quilt. It really did. I didn't have a clue about using a rotary cutter. In fact, some of the cuts, I actually use the scissors, and I only use a basic set. So I had the scissors, I had a long quilting ruler, and I had a rotary cutter that I was very scared to use. But trust me, seeing all the negative efforts on this here, all the wrong stitching, all the the threading that backed up at the back of it and I didn't remove it, all of where the fabric actually folded at the back, it is a learning curve. It is something that you will come to know that quilting is not about perfection. That is a myth. Every quilt will have some negative issue on it. It's going to have a mistake. But the most important thing is that you love what you do, you enjoy the process, and don't think because you see other people make beautiful quilts that you would never get like that one day. I have already shown you some of my favorite quilts, the ones that I can see that were made with such passion and excitement. And then there are those that frustrated me to the max where I want to just throw it away. But I didn't do that. I continued because at the end result, there is something always positive when that quilt is complete. For me, I feel a sense of love, reassurance, accomplishment. The fact that I can make this, the fact that it was made from my own hands. So cherish what you do. Don't worry about how other people's look. And just bear this in mind. When you see other people make a quilt, it doesn't mean that they didn't go through struggles. They went through a lot of struggles to actually make their beautiful, fine, elegant quilt. So I'm addressing you today. Don't worry about the imperfections. Love what you're doing. Love where your learning are in this moment. It takes time to develop something like this. As I said, it's a long game. It is not about you trying to achieve it overnight. And to be honest, there also is a sense of pressure that you have to get it right. It's not about that, because when you see other people do it, you think that it's done like that. So get your basic set of quilting tools. Take your time. The slow approach is the best approach. Think snail-like approach, literally. And if you make a mistake and you think you want to correct it, go ahead and correct it. If not, leave it in. Seriously, leave it in. My approach to quilting is how I feel. And that really is the honest truth. I am not about trying to get it perfect, because I really don't think that every quilt should be perfect. So pick up all your tools, get it right, get it wrong, but the most important thing is to finish it. And I just really wanted to share that with you today. It just came across me because my old self, that first time making this quilt years ago, it stressed me out to the max because I looked at everybody else's quilt on YouTube and it looked so beautiful. I looked at all the magazines, I looked at all of the quilting books, I looked at all the videos, I looked at Pinterest, and they all look so pretty. But in reality, this was crappy for me. But you know what? I will not change anything about that learning process, because that learning process set me up for the confident quilter that I am today. So this is sentimental to me, yes, but it's also a learning curve to you, that you should just do what makes you happy. Snail approach, get a basic set of quilting tools and do what makes you happy. Take your time, and at the end of it, years later, and I mean years later with this one, I realized that getting it right was not the most important thing. Finishing it is the most important thing. And then years later, you would look back and thought, if I didn't finish this, I would not have continued to make the others. So I hope this video has encouraged you, and I hope you liked it. Share, discuss with your friends and family about the struggles you make. And I guess that's why quilting is such a sort of a topic that can be emotional, because when you spend so much time making something and you see others toss it or don't take care of it, I know for myself it's painful, because I remember the aches and pains, especially in my feet when I stand, and then to see it tossed aside, it's hurtful, and it can make you want to hoard your quilts rather than give it away. So I understand that, but it's also a pleasure in seeing others enjoy what you've produced from your own hands. So stay encouraged, stay focused, snail approach, basic set, take your time and get it done, and look back and say, years later, I did it. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So bye for now. Happy quilting. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next video. I've got a beautiful one for Valentine's coming up. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.